So you did it. You put in the months of studying, you poured in the money, you memorized that entire PMBOK guide. And now you've got those 3 letters after your name. PMP. Everyone told you it was the golden ticket, right? The absolute must-have for any serious project manager. But what if it's not? What if that golden ticket is actually becoming a trap? I mean, really think about it. Is it possible that the very credential you worked so hard for is now holding you back? Is it locking you into an outdated way of thinking? And maybe, just maybe, making you look less attractive to the most innovative companies out there. Okay, let's start with the big promise, the thing that gets everyone's attention. The Project Management Institute, the PMI, they love to talk about this number, 22%. That's the median salary bump you can supposedly expect. And you got to admit, that's a powerful incentive. It's pretty much the entire foundation of the PMP's golden ticket reputation. And to be fair, for a long time, that promise held true. In a certain kind of world, getting your PMP was the most direct way to signal you knew your stuff. It was the key that unlocked doors to better jobs and, yes, bigger paychecks. And you have to hand it to the PMI. Their positioning has been brilliant. For years, having a PMP was proof that you mastered their system, the process groups, the knowledge areas, the whole playbook. It was the universal language of traditional, structured project management. But here's the problem, and it's a big one. That world, it's vanishing. The ground is literally shifting under our feet. The rules of the game have fundamentally changed. And yet, you still feel that pressure to get the PMP, don't you? It's still there. This puts you in a tough spot. You might be investing your most valuable resources, your time, your money, into a system whose relevance is kind of plummeting. And all the while, you could be missing out on developing the skills that actually matter in today's economy. So, let's break this down. We're going to get into the 3 big PMP traps and look at how this supposed golden ticket can actually become a career liability. Yep, there are 3 of them. And the first one, well, it's a real doozy. Okay, trap number 1 is a game changer, the Agile revolution. The PMP is deeply rooted in a philosophy of planning everything out perfectly from the start. But the modern economy, especially in tech and software, it's all about speed, flexibility, and being able to respond to change on a dime. You can see the clash right here. The PMP's DNA is what we call waterfall, a linear, step-by-step process. It's great if you're building, say, a physical bridge where the plan can't and shouldn't change. But Agile, well, Agile is built for a world of uncertainty. It's designed for iterating and pivoting, not just executing a static plan from month to month. And this isn't just some academic debate. It has real-world consequences. We heard from a hiring manager who called the PMP a negative hiring signal. A negative signal. Why? Because he'd met too many certified folks who were amazing at following a process, but they just couldn't actually ship a project in a fast-moving, dynamic company. And that leads us perfectly into trap number 2, the rise of skills-based hiring. Today's companies are getting a lot smarter. They're moving away from just hiring based on credentials. They want to see proof, cold, hard proof of what you can actually do. In the old world, hiring was often by proxy. A certification like a PMP was a useful shortcut, a stand-in for competence. It was an easy filter for employers to sort through a stack of resumes. But today, in the new world, it's all about hiring by proof. They don't just want to know if you can pass a multiple choice test. They want to know, can you build? Can you lead? Can you deliver? Your track record has become your new resume. So what does a portfolio of proof actually look like? Well, it's tangible stuff. It's a link to a live app you helped launch. It's a detailed case study explaining how you navigated a complex release. It's dashboards with charts that show real metrics you improved. It's all evidence of shipping, not just studying. And now for the 3rd trap, and honestly, this one might be the most frustrating of all. It's the competency paradox. This is the maddening situation where you need the PMP to get noticed by a computer, but then it's questioned by the very humans you're trying to impress. Let me walk you through this broken journey. Step 1, you pretty much have to put the PMP keyword on your resume or the automated HR bots will just toss it aside. Step 2, Great, you're through the gate. Your resume lands on a real person's desk. But then, step 3, that savvy hiring manager, the one who makes the final call, sees the PMP and now views it with suspicion, wondering if you're too rigid for their team. It's just a costly, maddening game to play. So, after all that, is the PMP totally useless for everyone? No, absolutely not. That would be too simple. The value of any certification is all about context. So let's be clear about where the PMP is still king. If your career is in government contracting or large-scale construction, or even some massive, slow-moving enterprises, the PMP might still be a non-negotiable requirement. In these worlds, following a formal process and creating deep documentation isn't just a suggestion, it's paramount. So the PMP is the perfect checkbox. So with all this in mind, what's the path forward? What's your next move? It's really all about shifting your focus. It's about investing your time and your energy into the things that actually deliver value in the market today. So here's a simple 3-step playbook. 1, master agile and hybrid ways of working. Get truly fluent in them. 2, learn the modern tools. Get your hands on the current PM platforms, especially those using AI. And 3, and this is the most important one, build that portfolio. Document your wins, put real numbers to your successes. When you boil it all down, it really comes to this. A PMP proves you can pass a test. A great project portfolio proves you can deliver real, tangible value. And at the end of the day, value is what you get paid for. Which leaves us with a final question for you. Think about your world, your industry. What do you think is the single most overrated certification out there? It might be a controversial question, but it's a fascinating one. We'd love to hear what you think.